Welcome back. How are we?
Thank you to the 33 listeners that listened to the first published.
And thank you to the 2 of those 33 that listened to the whole thing. We've had someone from New Zealand listen.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And the US.
Really?
So,
but they were probably Googling
international
that.
podcast.
They were probably Googling that formal Archie and Max science podcast or something like that.
And we start talking about doctors, like, oh, this is the science podcast.
This is it.
So
Oh,
he
wait.
jammed his finger up my asshole. Well, this is not it.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. So this is Max and Archie, or Archie and Max. First catch up. This is the first time we've actually spoken to each other properly.
Since last year.
Since last year.
Since December.
Max has been gone a month. Living a life of luxury back there.
So, as we've spoken about before, my life over there compared to my life here is...
I mean, you probably would have had aircon in most rooms there. And here, Jesus. It's a 3-story townhouse that Max lives in, and there's an air conditioning unit on level 1.
Yeah, and it's a fucking dump.
This is depressing.
It is depressing. What did you do for Chrissy?
I went to church.
Did you really?
Yeah, I went to
With your
midnight
mum?
mass with mum. Yeah.
But you're trying to convince me your mum's not religious, but she told me for a fact that she's religious.
The way you sell it is as if she's carrying around a rosary everywhere, and as she's driving,
Well,
she's
she
saying
also
prayers.
said the earth was flat.
She didn't. She didn't. I just want that to be known. This is
Archie's
Archie.
mum thinks the earth is flat.
She doesn't. Let's scrap that off the record. So on Christmas Day, she said, I think we should all go to mass. And my dad's a stone cold atheist, so he said, fuck that. Yeah, I haven't been to church in years. And going back now,
It's weird, eh?
it's weird, man.
Super weird.
It's like it's just bizarre.
It's one of those things that when you're in it, you don't think it's weird. It's just a
normal.
custom, yeah.
Yeah, it's like this
we
is
sing
how-
and we stand and
Yeah,
we
and you're
do
praising God or whatever,
it. Yeah,
right?
but then when you exit it and then you come back in,
It is crazy.
it's stupid.
And I took my brother.
Yeah.
And you know my brother.
He would love
and
it.
he's like just a very anti-religion. To prove a point, we walk into the church. First thing Jordan says, front row. Let's go sit in the front row. Empty church. I was like, why are you doing this? We don't need to be up front. He's like, let's do it. We're going to go meet God. I want to be up front and centre. So I was like, all right.
Meet God.
All right, fine. Mum's embarrassed. She's like, no, we don't need to be there. And Jordan's like, well, you're not really that religious, are you? You go to hell because you're sitting at the back.
Yeah.
Because you're up to dodgy stuff at the back. And the only good thing about it was the sermon. It's just like a guy talking about being grateful for things, right?
Oh, yeah.
That was the only bit that I got. And I was like, you know what, maybe it's not that bad. Then, the priest, at the very start, I was immediately put out of joint.
Yeah.
Because the priest comes down the aisle and he's holding a doll,
Yeah.
a baby Jesus doll, which was clearly a female doll.
Fuck.
With a leaf. I've never seen that before. So he's walking down
like
the
a
aisle.
leaf covering his
Leaf
his
covering
crotch.
her crotch. Right? He's holding a doll above his head and walking down and doing this, like pointing the doll to each of the like sides of the congregation.
Yeah.
And then we get to the front and they kiss it. They lay it down and that he kneels and prays to a doll. It was like a baby Bjorn doll, man. Like one of those dolls that when it lies down, its eyes close. It was ridiculous.
What?
Seen
What was
that
everyone
before.
doing? Like, what were all the
Well, people were
participants
like doing the sign of the cross and stuff as it came past. I was like, "What?
Yeah,
it's a
it's not
fucking
so-
doll."
Yeah.
You go to
That's
Toys
not
R Us and buy
Halloween.
3 of them. Like, it's ridiculous. Oh my god, I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah,
I was so
that's
shocked,
awkward.
mate.
That's proper
anyway,
awkward.
alright, so that was my.
Well, good on you for going to church. Your family is very similar to my family in so much that you can't seem to have any form of family event, including dinner,
without intense.
without
debate.
intensity. And someone going, well, that's fucking ridiculous, I'm out of here.
Well, when you came round mine for dinner for the first time,
Yeah,
that was
I'm having
intense.
That was intense.
That was
I made a fool of myself.
that was Max meeting, my family formally for the first time. My parents cooked this like nice. They're cooking Indian food.
Yeah,
because you
your mum
requested it.
cooked for 2 days.
Yeah, yeah, ridiculous.
And I just chowed it down. I was like, yeah, it's alright, I guess.
2 days, just like, Jesus, give me strength to finish this tandoori chicken.
Yeah, I met your family for the first time.
And of note, you met my brother for the first time.
Yeah.
You had your first proper conversation.
Exactly,
with him,
yeah.
True.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it got intense.
Yeah.
It got fiery.
Yeah, well, my brother...
Passionate. I like that about him.
Yeah, but unnecessarily passionate.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and it got intense. I feel a bit embarrassed about that.
No, don't.
It's because
Don't.
it
was
got
good.
so me and Archie's brother were shouting at each other to the point where Archie's dad got up and left the dinner and didn't even tell anybody where he went. He just was like, fuck this, and got up and left. But that probably says more about his Asperger's than it does about the dinner.
Because he just disappears and just starts playing music out. No, but as in playing music at a volume, as if he's putting on a performance for the entire street.
Yeah, so make sure that everyone hears it.
All the noise is drowned out. And what's
Mr.
worse
Archie.
is when he finds out you also play an instrument, he'll get you to sit next to him, and then the two of you play. And after 3 minutes with someone's dad that you don't know, you're like, this is it. Probably that was really good. Let's leave. But he's like, no, you just put
G
on
major
song
now.
after song. Yeah.
New backing track.
So intense. Yeah, he's a tough guy, but
He's got a big heart, which is why it's weird that you're a real cunt.
Must be mum.
Do you think... Would you say that you're a loving person?
Yeah, definitely, man. It's all love. That's what you were saying your New Year's resolution is. You're going to go...
Well, that's just who I am generally.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
Definitely not.
I think I like to think of myself like that, but really I hate a lot of people.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I hate a lot of people.
Yeah, and you tell it to them.
Yeah.
What did you do for Christmas?
Oh, fuck. Went on the boat.
Oh, of course you did.
Yeah, went on Mum and Dad's boat. We went to Rockingham, which is, if you're not from WA, Rockingham is the equivalent of... It's just it's a dump.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But I'm not really into the boat. I'm not really into boating.
Fuck off.
No, I'm not. I don't like it. It's not fun.
Let's call it what it is. It's yachting. It's not boating. Boating is when you're on a dinghy and you're paddling with your hands, trying to get out of the way.
Get out of the brake zone. Yeah,
exactly.
And Dad only had a couple bottles of champagne on the boat, which is... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Your son, H, is going to turn into the
snob.
biggest douchebag, dude.
He's a real sook.
I know.
Which upsets me. Did I tell you the time when he came to visit in Melbourne and I was in the park with him and I had my jumper and I had his jumper and I wrapped it up around my hand. Anyway, we went back to the car and when I got to the car I realised that I must have dropped his jumper somewhere. But I couldn't be bothered explaining that to his mum.
Yeah.
Just the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make a point that I was like doing a real good job.
Dad of the year.
Dad of the year type thing. And so I had to convince him that he had lost his jumper.
That's low, man.
Because he...
That's so bad.
Because he snitches. Like, he knows what's going on. So if I was like, oh, fuck, I lost your jumper...
You'd be like,
he'll
Mummy,
say, yeah, it's like, Mum, Dad lost my jumper.
Yeah.
So I had to convince him that he lost it. So I was doing things like... He goes,
messing
Dad,
with his memory at a young age. So he's like, I don't know if I remember that, Mum, because I've been remembering all sorts of different things.
Yeah. So he'd be like, oh, Dad, where's my jumper? I'm like, remember, mate? Remember how you dropped it in the park?
Oh,
He's like, did I drop it? Like, yeah, you did. But then I can't just do that. Like, I've got to make it realistic. So I took it a step further and was like, you know, there's a real lesson in this for you, mate.
Oh, God. Jesus.
This is why we can't get nice things for you, because you lose them. Once you prove to us you're responsible...
Then maybe Santa will come. Because until then, you just keep losing all this shit we buy you. Poor kid. And I think it's fair to say, you're pretty, laissez-faire parent.
I'd say
that's your style.
I think so.
It's pretty open.
Oh, that reminds me. In Perth, when I went back, we went to Kings Park. We were playing in a playground. And anyway, this girl came up, like 7 or 6. Are you guys playing on the stones? Like, yeah. Can I join you? Yeah, absolutely. No worries. All right. Anyway, her nana comes walking over and is like, oh, I'm so sorry. You know, don't worry about it. She and my son are getting along really well. He loves following her around. Leave her with me. I'll look after her, right? She goes, oh, great. We're just up at the restaurant. Anyway, she's gone back to the restaurant, the nana. A bunch of older kids like, let's play tag. And this young girl's like, yeah, I want to play tag. She gets in, gone.
Oh,
Count to 10, she's off.
Oh, my God.
Right? And I watched her. I was like, okay, yep, she's gone on there. And I can see her playing in the jungle gym. And the next minute, she goes off to the left with a whole bunch of girls. They're running away. And I was like, H, come with me. Just walk over this way. We'll go and try and find Honor. That was her name. All the girls come running back because they're playing tag. Oh, yeah, here she is. She's amongst the girls. Nah.
Oh, my God.
Gone.
Honor's done.
She and I didn't see her again.
And if any of you have seen Honor, the number to call is...
Her family are really stressed. Yeah. I've been getting calls non-stop from this nana. It's quite frustrating, actually. It's annoying.
Yeah, that's why you flew back to Melbourne. Just so fuck it. I don't know.
This Christmas actually wasn't that great because there was a few feuds in my family.
Family feuds?
Yeah. So it was just us. Just
that
my immediate
sucks.
family. And didn't really like it because...
So the other 3 beds on the boat were probably empty.
Yeah, fuck off.
Right? That's so sad.
Yeah.
That's so sad. Like,
It
who were
was- it
those
was-
extra champagne bottles
I
for,
know.
Dad? Oh, the rest of the family, but you know what happened. Well, they were on their own boats, but, you know, like, I mean, we did see them on the river. But
We docked up the
Yeah,
boats, but
yeah.
they slept on their boat
Yeah,
with something else,
yeah.
which is just, that's not what family's about. It's one boat policy in our family. And what about your New Year's?
It was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. So, here it is.
How come every event in your life is a fucking nightmare? Your
No, like,
27th
it's not-
birthday, nightmare.
was-
Grandma's funeral, nightmare.
Yeah, I wanted to get engaged, and my grandmother went and passed away, didn't she?
Oh
Selfish.
my god, she actually did. That was
Yeah.
a giant.
No.
Oh shit.
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
But bless up. But I mean, come on, bit of consideration.
Yeah, time your
It's
death.
really hard to time your death. Yeah, she passed away, which was annoying. And then I had to give her, an allowable period after that because I didn't want to get engaged and everyone would be like, "Congratulations, but we're scattering the ashes today." Like, it's just pretty sad.
And then every year we're getting
Down.
together for Archie's engagement. Oh, and grandmother's 2-year remembrance service.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. So I left 3 days, and that was that birthday. Then the last birthday I had, family friend got in a car accident.
Really?
Yeah, and his funeral was on the birthday, so all my family had to go to
On
the
your
funeral.
birthday?
Yeah, it was a beautiful funeral, but still, like, fuck, it wasn't a birthday party.
Yeah.
And then the year before that, right? It's been constant every single year. Year
Yeah.
before that, my dog Charlie gets a lump in his paw. It's cancer.
Really?
Yeah, and it was. They gave us the results on my birthday before dinner. So all of us were like, how are we going to deal with this? How are we going to deal with this? And I go upstairs, Mum and Dad are like, don't worry about it. It's okay.
Charlie's just limping around in the corner.
But he's fine now. I mean, he's old. And then this year,
Yeah.
some other family friend of ours that got knocked up at the age of 16, right? Stupid. It's a baby's first birthday. It wasn't. It was a baby's first birthday, like, next week.
4 years in a row.
Yeah, man.
So shit your years. Mine was excellent.
Yeah, sounds it.
It was really, really good on the boat.
Yeah.
Mm.
Daddy Max probably just, got a B-list celebrity to perform as well, something like that.
Yeah.
Here's Danny Minogue for the four of us.
What? Danny
I don't
Minogue.
know. She's no B-list.
Danny Minogue. Here's
Anyway.
Kylie Minogue. Shit, her younger sister Danny.
On my flight over to Sydney, I'm sat next to a really good-looking dude, right? So we're just having a chat, and
Yeah.
he's just wanting to know about me, and I was like, yeah, I understand about him. He was an aerospace engineer, by
Wow.
the way, which is super impressive.
Yeah.
So I was
Attractive,
like,
intelligent.
attractive, intelligent. I was
Yeah.
like, this guy's a
It's a
catch.
real catch.
Anyway, I thought we were just having a laugh. Then plane lands.
Yeah.
As he's getting his bag, I'm in the middle seat. So bear in mind, he's like in the aisle seat.
Yeah.
So he's like getting his bag and he's towering over me. And he goes, "Hey, so how long are you in Sydney for?" And I was like, 3 days. And he's like, "Oh, we should like hang out." And I was like, yeah, cool, man." And he's like, "Yeah, like in a date way." And
Fuck off.
Yeah, man.
Did he say he was gay? in the
no,
conversation?
no talk. And by the way, it's not like I was like, "Hello, everybody." It was just me. But looking back, his eyebrows are like perfect.
So you hung out?
And I was like, "No, we didn't hang out."
It
I was
sounds like you're
dude,
warming up to
and I
tell
was
me that you hung out with him.
And I was like, "Oh, man, I'm straight. I'm like super straight." And he's like,
Is that what you said?
"Yeah, I don't."
You're weird.
What would you say? So I'm telling my cousin about this experience.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I got hit on by a guy." And he's like, because of the way you were sitting, eh? And I was like, "No, what? I didn't even mention that." And he's like, Then rocks up like a
Yeah.
few hours later, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Got hit on by a guy." She's like, "Because you're dressed like that." And I was like, if people don't know, they shouldn't just be guessing. But you know what it is? I think I'm like,
You're effeminate.
that's not what I was going to say at all.
Emily thinks I'm gay.
A lot of people think that. No, you look like, if you were in Surrey Hills,
I'd
you'd
kill.
be the poster boy for gay
Oh,
dudes.
I'd kill.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Your face.
Yeah.
Your
You're
face.
just saying I've got an attractive face, which
No.
I appreciate.
No, it's the way it is, though. There's something about it.
Oh, I need to tell you a story. My ex-girlfriend's uncle, he used to work for surgeons and putting people under for surgery.
Yeah.
It's obviously very precise, what they administer and all this sort of stuff. In this particular hospital, the surgery room, there's the main operating theatre.
Yeah.
But before that is another, essentially a waiting room. And what happens is, they change you into your gown as the patient,
Yeah.
put you on the bed, tag on the wrist, all that sort of stuff, prep you up.
Yeah.
And then the anaesthetist comes into that room, puts you under, and then they wheel you into the operating
right,
theatre.
okay.
It must be so you don't.
Freak the fuck out when
Exactly.
you see sores and shit on
Exactly.
the table. Yeah.
There was a woman they need to operate on, and she was obese, as in Where's the remote? Oh, it's become part of my leg. My fat has grown around it. That obese. Like, her cat went missing 12 years ago, and then they found it under her.
She had meowing for about 6 years.
It was surviving.
And then silence. Yeah.
So they had an obese lady, and she was real so big that they couldn't use a regulation hospital bed. They had to get something special in to hold her.
That's called bariatric care.
Really?
That's
I think it was actually called a forklift.
Jesus Christ.
They actually got special equipment in to hold her. I think it's called a front end loader. Anyway.
Does everyone have a machinery driving license? Any of the nurses?
They're transported around the hospital. So they've propped her up on the forklift. You know, the bed's so big that she couldn't fit into the waiting room, to the pre-op room. So they've had to wheel her straight into the operating theatre. So while she was in there, she's awake, hasn't been put under yet.
That's terrifying.
Surgeon walks in. He's used to, by the time he walks in, struts in, they're already under. Everyone's ready to rock and roll.
No way.
He walks in, sees her on the table, slaps her on the arse.
No, dude.
And goes,
Jesus.
All right, boys, let's get this heifer going. And she's like, what? And then anaesthetist
Jabs her in the neck.
Yeah, I think he gave her enough to so she wouldn't remember.
The problem is, we think of people in those positions being like the most moral, you know, but with intelligence, but we think of ourselves as smart.
Yeah.
Right? And people that we worked with were super smart.
And listen to us.
And yeah.
Have a listen to us.
So I get it. And if you and me were doctors, God forbid, we'd be doing some funky shit.
You would be.
For sure. Like,
you'd be on a current affair after
if you're doing like
a
brain transplant, you'd probably pop the keys in the skull cap or something like that. Like, Susan, you got your keys? You got your keys? Before I put it back in? Oh, they're going back in. Oh. Anyway, all right, let's sew this fucker up.
Joke's over. He's got about a minute and a half before he's dead.
Who wants to tell the family? So I got a really dark story. So Mum, she used to work at a hospital in the East End of London, in the East London. So it's a bit rough.
Don't give the name of the hospital in case any of our 12 viewers for this one happen to know.
Well, we're an international podcast now, so you never know. There was this agency nurse, and agency nurses are nurses that aren't, they don't frequent any particular hospital. They're not employed by a hospital. They're from an agency.
Just contractors.
And they just come in to help out.
Yeah.
But there was one that was a star. And they were approached by this huge, large-scale investigative committee saying, Nurse Bob, what do you know about him? So what happened was, this patient woke up, and she's like, oh my God, I think I remember, like I was, you know, abused sexually while I was under, but I think it was a dream, so whatever. And she just kept it to herself, right?
Yeah.
And then then she got put in a share room with another person, another patient, female as well. And she said that she was crying, and the other patient's like, what's wrong? And she's like, I just keep having this dream like I'm being abused by the nurses, but I think I'm going crazy because of her condition. When they had their inquest, they started interviewing all the patients, and like 5 other patients came out saying they'd had similar visions, but they couldn't be sure of it because they were going under or they were so drugged up. So when he was going in to wash patients when they were bedbound and drowsy, he just cop a feel. Yeah, which is super dodgy. And during the investigation, when they raided his home, they found out that he'd bought or somehow got his hands on like a doctor's scrub, doctor's ID, even though he wasn't. And he was also part-timing at a bunch of aged care homes.
As
and doing the exact same thing, which is fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. And Mum used to be like, yeah, get Bob on it. He's killing it. Go on, Bob. Turning that around so quickly. Oh, who wants to wash dirty old Sue? Go on, Bob. Like, it's fucked up, man. It's crazy.
Let's talk about your challenge.
Sorry.
So on the first podcast, I set you the experience.
Mm-hmm.
And the experience was?
To give everyone a compliment and be nice to people in day-to-day life.
Everyone that you...
met that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And
did you do it?
I did it for 2 weeks.
Every day?
Every day.
Every single person.
Every single interaction, I gave people a compliment. Nice shoes, they're cool socks. Hey dude, where'd you get your hair cut? Just dumb shit like that.
Really?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so anyone that you spoke to.
Anyone I spoke to.
Really?
Yeah.
And what happened?
Well, people were super nice. I had to stop.
After 2 weeks?
Yeah.
That's an impressively long time.
Yeah, because I was enjoying it.
Yeah,
But then my partner was getting... Because all the girls I spoke to, like, it led somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that you've done your experience, it's your turn to designate me one.
Yeah.
Which I have to do for what? How long? If you did yours for 2 weeks, do I have to do it for 2 weeks?
No, because mine has a cost involved that I'm paying for.
Really?
Well one of them is, and the other one you can buy yourself. So, do you know about the curative healing powers of onions?
This is so stupid already.
No, but do you?
Squeeze onion juice in my eyes.
No, it's not like that.
What's it gonna be?
This is one of them, one of the options.
Okay.
Right. So onions have a lot of healing powers.
Is that
like
is that
garlic.
true?
Yeah. I'm actually helping you in this challenge.
Okay. So it's a health
Yeah.
related, physical health
Yeah.
related.
So I want you to eat a raw onion a day. I want you to eat it like an apple. Because that part of the experience is for me. I'll admit. Eat a raw onion a day.
Just to see what if I feel better.
Yeah, man.
Ridiculous.
Just like me doing compliments to people. I don't even want to tell you that one because that's the one I want you to do.
That's the good one.
Yeah, that's the good one.
That's the easier one. Give me a couple options.
So I'm willing to get you
Yeah.
3 flotation tank sessions.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
No, but I'm almost taking that off the table now because I want you to eat a raw onion.
So eat a raw onion like an apple every day for 2 weeks.
2 weeks might be a bit much. 'Cause
A week.
I don't know if you can overdose on the healing properties of onions.
What could I possibly report back? Yeah, it tastes like shit.
How your body feels.
And my breath stinks.
How your body feels.
My housemates won't
Hate
even
you.
talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
I've lost 4 clients at work this week.
No, you don't do it at work. It'll be like at night.
Good.
A raw onion. You can peel it.
Oh, thanks. I can peel it, can I?
Yeah, I'll let you peel it.
So flotation tank.
Flotation tank onions. Or
I'll eat an onion. I can't believe this.
all right, once every
exci-
second day for
Yeah.
2 weeks. To give you
Either
a
way,
break.
I'm eating 7 raw onions. So between now and the next podcast, I've got to eat 7 raw onions.
Maybe a full onion's a bit much because I'm on this website about fun challenges for your friends to do.
Yeah.
Um,
Again, it's not a challenge. It's an experience. That's the point. You keep thinking of it as a challenge.
it says challenge yourself and see if you can manage to eat an entire raw onion. See how far you get, and please note that this challenge is not for the faint of heart. So it might be really bad.
Of course, it will be really bad. What part of it wouldn't be really bad?
Okay, 2 raw onions a week. It's a negotiation. 2 raw onions a week for 2 weeks.
For what point? So I
To
feel
see
good.
how you feel.
Your next experience. I'm
No,
telling you right
that's
now.
a good one.
But
But that's actually got health benefits.
like what?
Let me think.
Oh,
I'll tell you right now
Okay.
what's so good about them. 8 great benefits of onions.
Not
Onions
eating
have been used to reduce inflammation and heal infections. Raw onion lowers the production of bad cholesterol.
Okay. Can you just look up, can I overdose on onion?
Can you overdose on onions?
Ridiculous.
Sorry, can you overdose onions? The first website that comes up is onion toxicity. maybe hold off on that.
Someone will fucking die. Oh, okay.
Flotation tank sessions. I want you to think about some things and tell me where your mind goes.
Okay.
Right?
Should I do one under the influence?
Hi.
Mm.
I'd do that with you. That sounds amazing.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be really cool.
Okay. So one sober tank,
Yeah.
float, and one
high tank.
high tank.
Let me
Okay.
know how you go. Alright, good.
Okay. That's my experience.
Archie and Max.
See you next time.